All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are breaking down 17 money secrets that can take you from zero to your first million, and honestly, way beyond that. And look, this isn't going to be your typical stop buying lattes advice. We're going deep on the stuff that actually moves the needle.
And that's really the point, isn't it? If you're here, you're serious. You're ready to stop dreaming and start doing. So you're in exactly the right place. Let's start with the absolute foundation.
Okay, first things first. We have to talk about mindset. Before you learn a single strategy, before you use a single tactic, you got to know that the entire journey to $1 million, it starts right here, between your ears. It's an internal game before it's an external one.
This right here is a fundamental truth. Your financial reality is literally chained to how you see yourself. If you have the identity of someone who's always broke, no amount of hard work is ever going to break those chains.
This quote just hits the nail on the head. Your beliefs drive your actions, and your actions, well, they create your results. If deep down you don't actually believe you're worthy of wealth, you will find a way to subconsciously sabotage every single chance you get. So, the big question is, how do you change that core identity? You have to make the impossible feel, well, possible. You have to expose yourself to wealth so much that your brain just starts to normalize it. It's about literally shifting your own reality.
And here's some tactical advice on how to do that. Seriously, go to a 5-star hotel and order a $15 coffee. Just sit there for 45 minutes and watch. Observe everything. See the wealth, notice how people carry themselves, let it sink into your subconscious that these are just normal people. This isn't about the coffee, right? It's about rewiring your brain.
So I want you to really think about that for a second. What are those invisible scripts about money that you've been living by your whole life? Just acknowledging them. That's the very first step to finally rewriting them.
All right, so once you get the mindset in place, then we can talk strategy. See, the source material we're looking at frames wealth not as some finish line you cross, but as a never-ending game you play.
Okay, this is a huge one. We have to understand the difference between being rich and being wealthy. You should absolutely aim to get rich as fast as you can. Pick those high-leverage opportunities. But building true generational wealth, that's a slow burn. That takes decades of wisdom and patience. You need both speeds.
And this timeline shows something fascinating called financial velocity. I mean, getting that first 100 grand is an absolute grind. It is so hard. But as your skills, your network, and your wisdom grow, the speed at which you make money actually accelerates. It gets easier and faster over time. Now, this is a lesson that is so hard to learn, but it's critical. It's strategic patience. Just because an opportunity could make someone millions doesn't mean it's the right one for you right now. Picking the right vehicle for your current stage in the game is everything.
I absolutely love this analogy. It's like bench pressing. You don't walk into a gym for the very first time and try to lift 300 pounds. You start with the bar, then maybe one plate. It's the same in business. If you take on a venture you are not ready for, you are guaranteeing you're going to fail. You have to know your limits.
And that really forces you to check your perspective, right? Are the things you're doing every day just aimed at a quick score, or are they the building blocks of something that's going to last for decades? Okay, mindset, check. Strategy, check. Now let's get into the weeds. Let's talk about the practical, day-to-day rules that should govern how you actually interact with your money.
This is rule number 1, and it's a big one. It's called an attention audit. Where is your attention actually going every day? Is it on video games and endless scrolling, or is it on acquiring skills and knowledge that will actually increase what you can earn? Money literally follows focus. You have to audit your attention like your financial life depends on it, because it does.
Next up, the peace of mind pot. This isn't really about being rich. It's about buying your freedom from stress. I mean, think about it. Someone making $200K a year with a big safety net has way more peace than someone making $20 million but spending $19 million. This emergency fund, this is what buys you the freedom to make bold career moves without being terrified.
Okay, here is a super simple test for whether you can truly afford something. And spoiler alert, it has absolutely nothing to do with the price tag. Think of it as an emotional stress test.
So think about that new watch, that new car, whatever it is. If it got stolen or you broke it tomorrow, would it just sting for an hour, or would it genuinely ruin your entire week? Maybe even your month? The answer to that question tells you everything.
And there you have it. If the emotional fallout from losing that thing is that significant, you can't really afford it. It means you've let your possession own a piece of your peace of mind. And that, my friends, is the definition of being financially unfree.
Okay, that brings us to our final and maybe the most crucial idea of them all. We've talked about the mindset, the strategy, the tactics for money. But what is the one asset that is infinitely more valuable than all of it?
This is the ultimate truth of the entire game. Look, money can be lost and it can be remade. Opportunities, they come and they go. But your reputation, the trust that people have in your name and in your word, that is fragile. And once it's broken, it is almost impossible to ever fully repair.
So the next time you're tempted to cut a corner or maybe screw over a partner for some short-term gain, remember this quote. The little bit of money you might make, that'll be long gone. But the damage to your name, that will follow you forever. Act accordingly.
So, to wrap it all up, the journey to wealth, it isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become along the way. It starts with shifting your internal identity to actually believe you're worthy of success, and it's sustained by the disciplined, daily actions that you take. And that leaves us with one final, provocative question, because information is totally useless without action. So after hearing all of this, mindset, strategy, the rules, what is the single tangible change you are going to make starting today? Because that is where the real journey actually begins.